Preview of what's ahead on Sports Overtime.
Well, thank you, ladies. How excited are you to do this again tonight?
I am super excited. It's Saturday. Friday went well. Saturday, let's see how it goes.
It is. Of course, Lauren Cash, she's left us. She's going to Knoxville, so you're stuck with me.
I'm now on this side of the screen.
Yeah, so tell the people what's coming up tonight.
Football.
Yeah.
We got some high school. Also preview UK, Moorhead, EKU-Wise, Cumberlands, and UPIKE.
That's not
Union's
bad.
Media Day is tomorrow, so we'll get them tomorrow and throughout the week.
Yeah, and we also have high school football, of course. I was out at Clay County. It was very rainy.
Downpour.
Yeah, and then we got some more from the Roy Kidd Bowl as well as Shelby Valley. Not a good start for the Wildcats. That's coming up on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night. Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night.
All new system, so we're all learning it.
We check in with EKU, Moorhead State, UVA-Wise, UPIKE, Cumberlands, and Kentucky. The Cats scrimmaged for the second time this fall, and, well, things were not good.
We didn't get that done this week, so we've got to just make sure that'll be the emphasis this week in practice.
Plus, highlights from Clay County, Shelby Valley, and the Roy Kidd Bowl. And if you missed anything Friday night,
this battle's won tonight by us because it's in our house and it's our war to win.
Don't worry, we got you covered in the 2-minute drill. Are you ready? We're ready. Let's start the show.
Jack Johnson, senior wide receiver for Pulaski County. You're watching Sports Overtime Saturday night.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Welcome into the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night. I am Jamie McCracken. He is Josh McKinney. And as I mentioned, Lauren Cash is now in Knoxville. She's not with us. She got a new job. So everyone, wish good luck to Josh McKinney, who has to deal with me. And I must say, I was in Clay County tonight. I got wet. I had wet shoes.
You stole my socks.
Not just your socks, but apparently it's your wife's socks, Kayla. So
I don't know.
Thank you, Kayla.
We had a great start to the season last night, of course. Let's try to keep it rolling because, remember, we are defending our title, the Associated Press voting us as the best sports prep show in 2016.
That's right. And
it's
tonight,
pretty solid.
That's right. Pretty solid, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tonight we start with high school football. Of course, 33 coverage area teams opened their season last night. 3 play tonight. The other 7 open next week.
We start with the Roy Kidd Bowl.
Yeah, Knox Central and Madison Central. Let's go to Richmond. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it was...
Not a ton in this game, right?
No, just a lot of rain. And bad holding onto the football. Jackson Stewart there, he bobbles a snap, gets sacked by Hunter Hazelwood, and then Hazelwood's going to show up again here. Jamel Carton. Ball pops loose. Ooh. Thanks to Hazelwood. Just a lot of rain. Boo. Still in the first. Later, the Titanic struggle continued. Zach Mills races in, blows up the screen there, sacking Central Zachary Harden. There were points scored in this game, but not many.
Not many.
It was
right.
8-7 at the halftime recess, and Madison Central wins it 8-7.
Also in the Roy Kidd Bowl, Bryan Station, the final Lexington team to get the season underway, taking on Wayne County. Third quarter, defenders capitalizing on a fumble. Jeff Burbage, the screen to Chris Jones, and well, Jones is off to the house. 39-yard touchdown, 21-14 defenders. Near the end of the third, Burbage now rolling finds Bernard his second touchdown of the game. This one would be decided in overtime. As we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, the Cardinals a touchdown short against Bryan Station. Final score 35-28. Over in Pike County, Shelby Valley had 7 starters out with injury, which would plague the Wildcats in this one versus Franklin County. Opening drive, Denzel Vance, 55 yards.
He gone.
He's gone. 7-0 Flyers. First 50 seconds of the game. Next drive for Franklin Flyers, easily get themselves all the way into the red zone. And then a couple of plays later, well, it's Vance crossing the plane again. 14-0 Franklin County in the opening quarter. Shelby Valley trying to get something going, and Clay Morgan doing his part in the effort, picks up some yardage to get the Wildcats near midfield. Of course, the Wildcats losing Casey Tackett to graduation, Chandler Rowe, Donovan Lane, a ton of guys in the backfield.
The only thing they have is Jordan Hampton. He didn't even play tonight.
Yeah, Franklin County defensive line getting into the backfield for the tackle for loss. Next drive for the Flyers, going to the air, 62-yard touchdown pass to Amir Lee, 10 yards behind the defense, 21-0 at near the end of the first half, and Franklin County continued their domination, 55-0 the final over Shelby Valley.
Want to know what happened at my game tonight?
Sure.
It rained. The Clay County Tigers opening their season with the Rowan County Vikings. Like the Clay County cheerleaders, though, giving me some love. First quarter, faking the handoff. And taking it himself is Will Sexton.
Cameraman didn't even get fooled.
14
Wonder who shot that one.
I don't know. 14-yard touchdown, 2-point conversion was no good. 6-0 Clay County. And then it just started pouring in Manchester. You know what that means? Sloppy football. The Rowan snap goes over the punter's head. That's a safety. It's 8-0 Clay. 7 seconds to go in the half now. Sexton trying to find one last shot at the end zone. And well, it's just a sloppy mess. Sammy Ray sacks him. That ends the half. Clay County opens up, though, the season with a win 14-0. All right, now we love talking football here on the show, but we talk football all day long online. So what are we going to do? We got to follow us online on Twitter and the Sports Overtime Twitter page at SportsOT. We're even on Instagram at SportsOT. So that wraps up our first week of high school football here in the mountains. And boy, it was a fun night tonight and last night. It was also fun last night. A lot happened. Let's check it out in this week's Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg 2-minute drill.
Come on!
The first week of the high school football season was,
It's our war to win! Are we in? Yes, sir!
well, filled with electrifying locker room speeches and traditions
Ready?
and touchdowns. 33 coverage area teams kicked off the 2016 season. Some even took the opening kickoff back.
North Laurel and into the open space. A quick start for the Jaguars down the sideline.
Sorry, South Laurel, you lost for a 5th straight time to North Laurel. That's not the only opening kickoff return, though. Southwestern's J.P. Vaughn did the same thing.
He gone. Bless you. Untouched for 87 yards.
And the 3rd-ranked Warriors beat Jeffersonville, Indiana in the Don Marshall Bowl. Pulaski County won its game in the Don Marshall Bowl, too. Jake Johnson broke the state record in career receptions. He now has 281 total, but probably won't have much more this season because Wiley Kane broke his collarbone, and now Jake is expected to play quarterback. South Floyd and Betsy Lane played a barn burner. It was 0-0 at halftime, but the Bobcats win 14-6 in overtime behind an emotional Jonathan Parsons halftime speech.
They want it, guys. Lord knows I want it. Never won a game so bad in my life, fellas. This game right here changes your whole season.
Letcher Central may have lost a legendary head coach, but Nick Sargent and Tanner Lucas did their thing as the Cougs beat Pike Central. A packed house for the Pikeville-Prestonsburg game. The defending Class 1A state champs showed they might not be done. Wyatt Battle and the Panthers get off to a good start, 47-14 over Peaburg. Phelps opened its new stadium. We love you, Marty Casey.
It was very special to me.
Oh, and Allen Central won the game 28-8. Hazard beats Pineville to start 1-0, and Bell County starts 1-0 by beating intra-county rival Middlesboro. But the Bobcats also suffered a loss. Their star running back, Trayton Humphrey, tore his ACL 4 minutes into his senior season. Belfry, stand by. Corbin, they looked really good. The 5th-ranked Redhounds smashed Whitley County 42-6. Cameron Sizemore and A.J. Moore, they're going to be fun to watch. And Williamsburg let Lexington Christian reel off 18 unanswered points to win it 32-22. 1 week down, 15 more to go. We like you, high school football. Thanks for coming back into our lives. This has been the Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg 2-minute drill. Oh,
I am glad football's back.
Me too. Coming up next, we go back to 2012.
Our Sports Overtime Rewind series is back. We are talking about a record breaker. That's next. Records are meant to be broken, and that was definitely the case 4 years ago on September 12th, 2012, when the Prestonsburg Blackcats hosted Pike County Central. We go to Blackcat Stadium in Floyd County for this season's first installment of Sports Overtime Rewind.
Well, it's something those guys can look back at. They set a few records, and they can look back and see those things, and they'll remember that night. I mean, Pike Central, they put up 500 or 600 yards offense. We put up 800, and I think you'll remember that night.
1,536. That's the total number of combined yards in the Prestonsburg Blackcats' 83-49 win over Pike Central on Friday, September 14th. Peaburg sophomore quarterback Jared Gerald permanently etched his name in the Kentucky high school record books, throwing for a state record 676 yards and tying the record for most touchdown passes in a game with 9.
Like you said, we were just clicking. The line done a great job, and I threw it to these guys, you know, they went up and got it. There wasn't much else I could do. Oh, it's a great feeling when your offense is clicking like the way we were Friday night, and Jared just did a great job of giving us the ball in space, and our offensive line blocked great for us, freed up some holes, and I guess we did the rest from there.
In his first game back from injury, Gerald's top target, senior wide receiver Bryson Williams, hauled in 8 passes for a record 357 yards and now ranks second all-time with 5 touchdown receptions in a single game.
I made a comeback because everybody knows about the concussion I had and had to sit on against Belfry, and I thought I'd make a good return. And I mean, 8 catches for 357 yards, what they tell me isn't bad. So I guess it was a good return on that aspect.
Even the special team shined on Friday. Senior kicker John Stidham is now second in state history after going a perfect 11 for 11 in extra points, one shy of the single game state record.
Well, I would go out there and I just keep a straight mind, know what I got to do, and just do my job.
The Black Cats say they were not aware of what was taking place until late in the fourth quarter, and that's when the offense made a switch.
We had a screen call, but they pressed up, so we audibled to a little go route, a little fade, and Jared just threw it up to me. I think he had to get 22 more yards or something like that, so he just threw it up to me, and I got it and took it in from there.
I'm going to look at it, and I'll remember this game forever, for the rest of my life, and it'll be a good memory.
It is worth noting that a few Pike Central players had a big game that night as well. Mac Justice, a freshman back then, threw for 492 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Brad Elkins and Wes Pugh each recorded more than 130 receiving yards in the loss. Jamie, let's send it back over to you.
Well, let's do it. All right, good stuff, Josh. He will join me again after this break, right, Josh?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Okay, good. Some of our local colleges will begin their season next week. We will take a look at EKU, Morehead State, UVA-Wise, and more. Come on over, Josh. But scrimmage number 2 is in the books for the football Cats. Seems like it was this way last year. Of course, the first scrimmage, it's great. And then the second scrimmage, well, it's just blah.
Not so good. Yeah, Kentucky head coach Mark Stoops, well, he was not as satisfied as he was last week. Still 2 weeks to go before opening kick versus Southern Miss, but Stoops, offensive coordinator Eddie Gran, and defensive coordinator DJ Elliott are a tad bit disappointed after today.
When you're in a scrimmage like this and you're looking at every player and you're looking at 105 guys, it has a tendency to get a little sloppy with the 2s and the 3s, and that kind of puts a sour taste in your mouth because we need everybody. We need them to play at a high level, and we're not overly deep at certain positions, and that still looks ugly at times.
For me, with the ones that had to do with finishing, we converted on 3rd down last week and finished almost every time in the red zone, and we didn't get that done this week. So we've got to just make sure that'll be the emphasis this week in practice.
You know, it's only the second live tackling opportunity we've had, so you know it's not where it needs to be. We're going to have to get that accomplished in practice, and you know, some of the guys did some good things, and some of the guys didn't do some good things, so we got a lot that we can learn from.
In Morehead, head coach Rob Tenier and the Eagles are looking to build upon their 7-4 finish last season. There are a few concerns on offense with reigning player of the year Austin Gehafer at quarterback, but defensively there are some holes to fill. Redshirt freshman Patrick Rice says it'll take a collective effort to replace what they lost.
We all have the same atmosphere like last year, except it's turned up a few notches this year, I think, in my opinion, because we all know last year it don't mean nothing now. We got to step it up. We got to do a lot better than last year on scout team and on especially defense. We lost 3 senior D linemen, and we got to step it up. That's the position I play, so it's a big role to fill, and hopefully we can just step up in their shoes and go maybe 8-2, 9-1, and win the conference this year.
The Eastern Kentucky Colonels are welcoming a brand new coaching staff for 2016. They ended last season with a respectable record of 6-5. Their stat line across the board showed dominance in the passing game, racking up more than 2,400 yards and 24 receiving touchdowns. They did lose some strength to graduation, but they're confident in their new guys and are grinding away until that season opener.
Should be a big year for us. You know, we got a few returners, but all new system, so we're all learning it. A lot of energy. That's the main thing the coaches are focusing on right now is energy, effort. So it should be exciting.
This is going to be one to watch. Last year we kind of left it with a bad taste in our mouth, but we're washing that out right now. We're grinding, and we're just going to get ready for September 3rd.
Oh, how about the heart wipe by Jonathan, our director there? Solid. The UVA-Wise Cavaliers also welcome in a new head coach. Dane Dameron takes over the program from Eastern Kentucky. And while they ended last season with only a single victory, with a new coaching staff that is high energy and detail-oriented, the team is ready to show people what the Cavs are made of.
We're just being coached more. You know, from the last 4 years I've been here, having 8 or so coaches to having 12 to 14 coaches out on the field. You know, a lot of us aren't used to being coached this hard. So that's been a big difference, is just the amount of coaching we're receiving.
A lot better than the years before. It's like I said, changing the culture, just trying to put UVA-Wise back on the map.
University of Pikeville took a major step in reaching its goal of a conference championship last season, finishing 3rd in the Mid-South Conference East. The Bears were also picked 3rd in the preseason poll, but they want 1st, and the message this offseason has been to finish each drill in practice so that in the 4th quarter of a game, they can finish a play.
I think what we've done and what Coach Holland and staff has done is as we stressed, hey, you got to finish every drill. You got to finish every sprint. You got to play to the end of the whistle. We've really made it a major emphasis that we learn how to finish a lot of stuff.
You know, 3rd, I don't want to be 3rd. I want to be number 1. So we got a lot of things to work on. You know, we're coming together and gelling as a team. So there's a lot of positive things coming out of this year.
Oh, it was picture day today in Williamsburg for the Cumberlands Patriots. The Pats missed out on a conference championship last season in the final game of the year, losing to Georgetown at home. This season, the team feels it is close to returning to where it was several years ago when it made a run to the national championship game. And it all starts next Thursday against Campbellsville.
Well, we had a great offseason, and that was a lot of momentum going into the offseason. We definitely didn't end the way that we wanted to, and we got a lot of experience coming back. So we had a great offseason, and really excited about this coming Thursday. I think that'll answer a lot of questions for us about where we're at and where we're going. You know, I think we're prepared. I think we got a team that can really compete, and so we'll see a whole lot more Thursday.
Still to come on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night, our play of the week, and it's an odd one, I'll say that.
Well, plus we were talking, of course, fishing, guns, and racing. Oh, it's the Bass Pro Shops NRA race.
Kind of.
That's at Bristol Motor Speedway, and as you can see, it was raining. Vroom, vroom, that's next.
Thought the rain was bad in Manchester.
How about the Bass Pro Shops NRA race at Bristol Motor Speedway? It was raining.
Not much of a race.
Yeah, Carl Edwards had the pole, by the way. He's currently 7th. They did get this thing back underway. Kyle Busch currently leads, and the other top 5 guys are Chase Elliott, number 2. In 3rd is Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin in 4th, Matt Kenseth in 5th. Hopefully they get this thing finished tonight.
That looks nasty.
Yeah. Let's talk NFL. Go, Josh.
Let's do it. Andrew Luck and the Colts hosting the Ravens for some preseason football. Baltimore down 3. That is until Ryan Mallett connects with Kamar Aiken. Crossing route, 14-yard score, 7-3 Baltimore. Now 7-6. Josh Johnson at quarterback. He finds Jeremy Butler. Nice touch on the pass. Touchdown. Baltimore goes up 14-6. 12 yards on that play. Colts now leading 18-17, going for 2. But Stephen Morris is picked off at the 4-yard line by Anthony Levine, and Levine returns it 96 yards for the 2 points, and that would eventually be your game-winning score. The Ravens win it on a wild play, 19-18 over the Colts.
Well then, so it's time for our play of the week. Oh, and by the way,
I think you just saw it. Yeah.
This is Anthony Levine, right?
If you're up 1 in the regular season, you're not going for 2. This would only happen in the preseason.
Yeah, and I feel so bad for Stephen Morris. Like, I mean, he's the one who threw the interception. You got a guy taking it 96 yards back to the house.
But there's still 4 minutes left. I mean, they had plenty of time, right?
What? That ended up being the game winner. Watch it again. Anthony Levine, he gone.
I wonder if he knew, like, in the moment, it was only going to be 2 points.
I don't know.
Or if he's just worried about running.
Probably. He probably didn't. Probably didn't care.
Still, though, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Ravens win.
You win a game on a pick 6 2-point convert, or pick 2, right? I guess pick 2. Is that right?
Anthony Levine, that's our play of the week. Oh, man, how would you grade the show tonight?
Solid A-.
Okay.
I mean,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think we've had.
I'm a tough critic, though.
Okay. I think we had back-to-back A's. I thought that was pretty good. Okay, so this coming week, of course, we got our games of the week. We got several games
Multiple.
of the week.
4?
Pike County Bowl.
2 on Friday, Belfry, Tates Creek, Shelby Valley Pike Central.
Yeah.
Saturday, a week from tonight, we'll have Phelps and Eastridge.
Yeah.
And Pikeville Letcher. Is that right? 4 for 4?
Yeah, I think you just upgraded the show to an A from an A minus because I wouldn't have known any of that stuff. And of course, 2 weeks until Kentucky, of course, kicks his season off. Can't wait to be there, by the way. You already sent me on that assignment.
Yep, you're going.
Southern Miss. All right, I don't know how we wrap up the show, but I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.